Hey, welcome to another video from Skinny Medics. I have Kevin here. Kevin helps me teach classes, helps pack orders here at the shop. This is your bag. Like, we had a customer who wanted a first aid kit in the VanQuest Trident bag, so we decided to put the first responder kit in there, and that's the kit you designed. And then you really you got some kind of weird piece about building
I like
strange
bags
kits.
and weird kits. Yeah. I like specialty stuff.
So Kevin built this kit, so I'm going to let him go through it. Hopefully this will give you some ideas about how to build your kit and some things to think about.
All right, so like you said, it's a Trident 32 VanQuest backpack. So Generation 3 backpack. So black multicam, one of Dietrich's favorite type things, right? Nice and pretty. So on the outside of it, we tried to build it to where you get to your emergent equipment first, whatever you have to get to like major hemorrhage control and that kind of stuff first. And then as we go through the inside of it, it kind of changes to what's not as an emergent type thing. So, but you got a little bit of everything in here. So on the outside, first thing, pop your little tab, you have shears on the outside. You got to access a wound or something like that. Got to see what's going on. It's a great thing, great option. So first thing we're going to come to on the outside is going to be 2 cat tourniquets. So they're easy access. Once they're pulled out of the packaging and they're staged like they should be, they're right there. You pull them right out, put them on. You got 30 seconds worth of application.
I like the pull tabs here. They're bigger than most of them. You get your whole hand in there, especially under stress. You're going to lose those fine motor skills, so you're able to grab something and open your kit up.
Especially with gloves on too, like that. They still help. You can grab a hold of them. They don't slip so bad. You know, it's a whole lot easier than just regular pulls.
You got the bright orange color, kind of helps know you got a pocket open, so you don't lose gear, and it helps you find stuff.
It's got the rip stop in it too, so it's not going to get tore up. This stuff, and we have a couple different bags we've used in the past that, you know, they still are intact, and we abuse them pretty bad. So next layer in, combat gauze. So again, your major hemorrhage control stuff. And then we got a 6-inch Israeli tut as well, so you can bandage that up if you do any wound packing. And then a 2-pack of hyphen chest seals. So all your major trauma stuff that we need quick access to is right here on the outside of the bag, which is great. So we can go to the next layer in. Once we get into here, we have basic bandaging stuff. So we've got a couple of 4x4s on the inside.
You can also see through this pouch here to see what supplies are on the inside.
It's a great option. And then some 5x9, so we can actually bandage up any kind of wounds or anything like that. And then we have on the farther inside a couple of roll gauze, so we can actually secure the dressings down to an arm or a leg or whatever the wound may be. And then triangle bandages. So you got a broken arm, something like that, you need a splint, you need to attach a splint to somebody, we can work on that right here. We have just a miscellaneous bag of other stuff. So different types of Band-Aids, different types of wipes and medications like Tylenol, aspirin, that kind of thing. Any kind of...
like a boo-boo kit.
Yeah, like a boo-boo kit, basically. So we keep it in there so it doesn't just fall all over the kit and be spreading out everywhere. Pair of tweezers, pen light, checking pupils, looking at stuff in the dark, whatever you got to do. And then if you do have access, you know, everybody keeps a kit in their car a lot of times, so you got a seatbelt cutter if you got to get into somebody's vehicle or something like that. And then you still have more expansion room just inside this one pocket alone. You have tons of other options in here, which is great. So depending on what your actual needs are, you can actually move it around and add to. Next kit on the top, we just put a basic blood pressure kit and stethoscope in there. So if you know how to check a pressure, that's great. You can work on vital signs, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of built out for people that know what they're doing or people who are still learning what they're doing. So next side in, we have gloves, right? Great. Need gloves just about all the time, right? And then hand sanitizer for after that gets done. Again, warm soapy water is going to be your best protection against any kind of nasty stuff you get out in the field. But you got your gloves and your hand sanitizer to get you to that point. So next layer in, we actually pop this loose. This bag is kind of made, the way it's set up right here, it sits sideways like this. So you can open it up, you can have it sit on the ground, you can have it, you know, one arm in it, or, you know, whatever you're doing, to have it kind of hanging off of you. Then it has multiple dividers that can be changed. So everything inside of here is Velcro. So these things actually pop in and out. So we actually have an extra one we haven't used yet. So we have multiple different spaces we can put stuff. So at the very bottom in here, we have an adult BVM, bag ventilation.
Bag valve mask?
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
I know, it's too early.
He just woke up. It's lunchtime. He just
I
woke
work
up.
too much. I have a full-time job. So if you know how to BVM somebody, you know how to ventilate somebody, that kind of stuff, it is right there. And then we have all kinds of fun tubes to put inside somebody's nose. So all your MPA kit is actually in here, and then plenty of lube in case Dietrich runs out, which he rarely does, but it's there. All right. So next layer up is going to be a splint and then a cold pack. Usually use it, you know, hand in hand a lot of times. So you can actually attach this splint. It has its own roll of sensor wrap inside. So the sensor wrap sticks to itself. You could attach it to an arm or a leg that way. If you were to have to, you could use it with the triangle bandage we had earlier there, make a sling and swap or whatever you need to do. We keep going up, a full OPA kit. And we have Medicaine ampules, so if you get stung or bit or something like that, do a lot of hiking. We have 2 different of the eye shields in here, right? Because you usually have 2 eyes most of the time, right? Just in case you need both of them. And then we also have a roll of 1/2-inch tape, kind of out of the way. On the outside, it tends to get squished a lot, so in our experience hiking. And then a survival blanket. Great piece of equipment to have. It looks ridiculous, it's super cheap, but it will save somebody's life in the right situation. And then there's a 4x4 water gel dressing in here for any kind of burns or anything like that. These things actually work great. We've all used them on ourselves and on other patients, so they actually are very functional. And then the other part I like about this bag, you pull this little tab right here, and you got a full-size burn sheet. You could also put in a full-size trauma dressing. You could actually put them both in there side by side. You got so much room inside this bag that you can just keep building the kit out. A whole nother pocket we didn't use before, we still haven't used yet, just to kind of see, and it's split in 2 different ways. It's still got the see-through mesh. You can get in there and see what's going on. So lots of expansion room on this bag. On the back here, you have a whole nother pouch that slides open, made for hydration. You can fit stuff in there like that. You have different options for your hydration straws to come out if you need to. You could also put another burn sheet or a trauma dressing, whatever your specific needs are. Get around to the back. It's got a full waist belt, nice thick pads, so if you do a whole lot of hiking, which is kind of what we do on a regular basis with these backpacks. And then it stands off enough to give you plenty of ventilation, and it's mesh, so it's going to dry out pretty quick if you do start sweating. Nice thick pads on the shoulder straps too, so I like that part a lot. It's a very well put together bag. And you still have other MOLLE attachment type stuff all over the outside of this bag, so you can attach anything you need to, including on the bottom. So we do like rain gear and that kind of stuff, blanket roll or something to that effect if you need it. So all in all, pretty good bag, and tons of expansion still, so we can add more stuff to it if we need to.
Awesome. Well, hopefully this video gives you some ideas on building your own first aid kit. You can go to vanquest.com for the backpack, Medical Gear Outfitters for the supplies. Thank you guys for watching. You never know when you'll be the first responder. Remember the right gear and the right training.